LeBron James, leader, legend, and master of media narratives. But behind the camera flashes and polished interviews, Russell Westbrook says it was all smoke and mirrors. Publicly, LeBron praised him, telling reporters, "We need Russ to be Russ." But Westbrook claims that line was pure performance, lip service for the cameras, not genuine belief in his game. Inside the locker room, he says the tone changed. Instead of empowerment, there was confusion, mixed messages, and quiet blame whenever things went wrong. To Westbrook, LeBron wasn't a teammate standing in the fire with him. He was an actor playing one on TV. That disconnect cut deep. Imagine walking into practice hearing one version of you on ESPN, then seeing the opposite behind closed doors. That's the kind of fake energy Westbrook says defined their time together. And it didn't just stay in the locker room. It showed on the court, in their chemistry, their losses, and ultimately in the distance that grew between them. But here's where it gets even wilder. The moment that confirmed everything for Russ didn't happen during a game. It happened off the court with Will Smith in a so-called motivational session that exposed everything. Let's break that down. Next, Russell Westbrook, one of the most explosive players of his generation, found himself caged inside the Lakers system. The same man who built a career on chaos and freedom suddenly had to tiptoe around play calls, spacing, and rotations that didn't fit his DNA. In interviews, Russ admitted he rarely felt like himself on the court. He said he tried to adapt, to do what was asked, even when it made no sense to him. Imagine being a former MVP, used to dominating games, only to be told to stand in the corner while your team keeps losing. That's not basketball for Westbrook, that's punishment. And when the losing mounted, the frustration boiled over. By the time Russ returned as a Clipper, the tension had become visible. Cameras caught the moment. LeBron greeting players at midcourt before tip-off, smiling, dapping everyone up. Everyone except Russ. Westbrook walked the other way. No handshake, no glance, pure silence. That wasn't a coincidence, that was a message. But the story doesn't end with one cold moment, because behind that silent stare lies a deeper betrayal. Trade rumors, hidden agendas, and a superstar power move that made Westbrook feel expendable. And that's where the real drama begins. The whispers became roars. LeBron James was reportedly lobbying behind closed doors to swap out Russell Westbrook for Kyrie Irving. It wasn't just a rumor. Insiders claimed LeBron himself pushed the Lakers front office to make the move when the team began spiraling. For Westbrook, that was the ultimate slap in the face. This wasn't about basketball. It was about loyalty. LeBron had publicly said, "We got Russ for a reason." Yet the moment things went south, that reason apparently vanished. The same superstar who told the world he believed in Westbrook was now trying to replace him with his old Cleveland running mate. That's not just business. It's betrayal disguised as strategy. Then came the bombshell from Yaron Weissman's book, A Hollywood Ending. Weissman described an incident where LeBron's fake persona was on full display. During a Will Smith motivational visit, LeBron and AD allegedly slipped out early, laughing, only to return minutes later acting over-the-top enthusiastic once cameras rolled. Westbrook reportedly sat in the back, rolling his eyes, muttering, "I hate this fake-ish." That was the moment he stopped pretending. But as revealing as that was, it's not the only story painting LeBron in this light, because soon after, even celebrities began calling him out, starting with a shocking take from Steve Urkel himself. Picture this. The Lakers are hosting a motivational session with Will Smith, a moment meant to inspire unity and purpose. But just before Will arrives, LeBron James and Anthony Davis quietly step out, laughing, relaxed. Then the second cameras and media arrive. They return with sudden energy, big smiles, loud applause, over-the-top enthusiasm. The vibe flips instantly. According to A Hollywood Ending by Yaron Weissman, policeman, Russell Westbrook sat in the back, watching the act unfold, unimpressed and fed up. Every exaggerated laugh, every forced question. Russ saw it all as performance. He reportedly muttered under his breath, "I hate this fake-ish." That wasn't frustration, it was clarity. To him, this was the moment LeBron's entire image cracked. And Westbrook wasn't alone. A veteran sports insider added fuel to the fire, saying LeBron has two faces, one public, one private. Off camera, he's allegedly manipulative, calculating, and willing to burn bridges if it serves the narrative he wants. To that commentator, LeBron's control over image isn't confidence, it's control. But then the plot thickens, because this idea of LeBron's selective loyalty didn't just stop with teammates. It extended into the celebrity world, dragging Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Hollywood's elite into the mix. And that's where things get truly explosive. When LeBron James showed up at Kendrick Lamar's concert, the internet exploded. Not because he was there, but because of who wasn't. His longtime friend, Drake. Just weeks earlier, Drake had brought LeBron and Bronny out on stage after Bronny's heart scare. A powerful show of brotherhood and loyalty. So when LeBron suddenly popped up vibing at Kendrick's show, Kendrick, the same artist who just dropped a diss track aimed squarely at Drake, it looked bad, real bad. Fans called it fake, disloyal, and opportunistic. It wasn't just about music, it was about optics, about which side LeBron seemed to choose when loyalty was tested in public. Actor Jaleel White, yes, Steve Urkel himself, even chimed in, saying LeBron's move looked like he was chasing whatever was hot, not what was right. Some celebs, he said, are drawn to the spotlight more than the soul of a moment. And when that happens, authenticity takes the back seat. The host wrapped it perfectly. Maybe LeBron isn't fake to everyone. Maybe he's just real to whoever benefits him most. It all depends on which version of him you meet. But with all this tension building, one thing's for sure. The energy is going to be electric when the Lakers face the Kings on October 26th. And that's where this saga takes its next turn.